Hi everyone, my name is Jeff Starr.
And I'm Adrian Locke.
And welcome to Not Bad Films, a channel on YouTube with videos about music, related topics, camera gear, and some other stuff here and there in between.
Today we're talking about a new guitar pedal. It's called the fart pedal.
That is correct. So let me give you some explanation why I got this. And Adrian, I don't think I've told you why or how this ended up happening.
No, please fill me in because I'm very excited for this.
So back in March, I was finishing up a video about the Korg Miku, which is a sort of legendary, funny pedal. To shoot that video, I actually needed to rent that because it's so expensive now on the used market. You can't buy it new, and it's like $500, that Korg Miku pedal. On April 1st, Reverb.com announced that there was going to be a limited run of these fart pedals. And it was pre-order only. And I looked at the email and I read it over and over like 3 or 4 times to see, like, is this actually a real thing or is this a joke? Because it was April Fool's. And I took the plunge and I ordered one. As you're making YouTube videos, I figure you gotta make a video about this, right? Especially now before it probably goes up in crazy price. Simple rig, just quick explanation of what's going on here.
Yeah, what is going on here?
I originally was going to do this with guitar. I was going to use the X Blender by Exotic Effects to sort of blend in the original guitar signal with the effect. And I was going to have, like, well, we do the fart pedal with delay, the fart pedal with a phaser or the flanger or other sort of modulation effects after it. And then I would blend that sort of delayed, modulated fart effect with the dry signal, of the original guitar signal. And no matter what I did, it just didn't sound great.
It sounded like shit.
And I wanted to make something that sounded usable, as much as this might be usable. I realized that the best thing to do was to run the effects first, and then use the blender to blend in the fart pedal by itself. If you're playing a lot of fast notes, a lot of stuff, right? This is just going off all the time. And you're going to hear this.
Oh yeah, you're going to hear it.
It's distracting, might be a word. So I realized, like, maybe sort of passages with less notes was better. And I thought the solution was to put not a guitar through the fart pedal, but to put a bass. And that seemed really appropriate. So I'm actually not running into my Dr. Z amp. I'm actually going out into my audio interface into a bass amp in Logic. I'm not a bass player. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a great bass player, but I thought this sort of worked.
What's the wet dry?
My assumption is that this is just a series of, like, recorded sounds that play at random when it's triggered by the input signal. And you have probably 2 banks. You have a wet bank of sounds, which is basically farts with lots of reverb that are also wetter, sloppier sounding, like you ate too much Taco Bell or something. This is such a serious grown-up video.
Yeah.
The dry effect is just more traditional dry fart noises. If you put the switch in the middle, it seems to be randomly selecting from probably both banks. I can't confirm that, but that's what my ear tells me, having played with this pedal a fair amount. Output volume, I'm rolling this back just a little bit because when I was in the amp, it was I was getting some maybe clipping issues. I think if they wanted to make this pedal really great, there's 2 things I would do. I would put a blend knob in the pedal, and then I would also have a momentary switch so that you could just have maybe the effect up fully, and then you could just, like, press and hold for like a few little splashes. So maybe they'll make a fart pedal version 2, and if they do those things, those were my ideas. All right, I'm going to grab the bass. So I'm going to be using a jazz bass by Squire. This is a fretless jazz bass. Here's with the effect off. Here's with the envelope phaser on. Now let's really get to what we want to listen to. So here's the fart pedal. I'm going to give you the fart pedal just by itself. So you can see I adjust the X Blender, so it's just the pedal. Here's my hands, just so you can see that, like, this is actually real. All right, yeah, I know. I know. So I'm gonna reduce the blend.
I can't breathe.
I'm in the middle position, by the way. Here's just the dries. And if you just want to hear just the wet. Middle seems to be good, or I would say dry. I'm just going to play a bit, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, the fart pedal. I will say last thing is the only time I bought a guitar pedal and it made my wife laugh hysterically as opposed to her telling me that she could care less. So if you want to make your wife happy, buy a fart pedal. It's just that simple.
Yeah, do it for your wife and kids. Your wife wants you to buy a fart pedal. If you like this video, please like, comment, If you liked it, could you not play anymore? I'm trying to talk.
Sorry.